know that the whole place used to be a refuse dump. No. This is where the whole Christian quarters, they were throwing their refuse. Yeah, so before you could walk on top of the rocks because it was filled with refuse, but we carried everything away.
Kwahu. Welcome to Imago Live Media. Please, if this is your first time, please kindly like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like our videos. Kindly comment. So, Kwahu, we are in the Kwahu season, and today we are at Abitifi. We are at the Stone Age Park. Have you heard it before? Yo, Imago is the first to be here, and we are going to tell you a lot about this place. This place is very, 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 very beautiful. It has a serene environment. Stay tuned as we walk around and have a documentary of the place. My name still remains Abna Media. Don't go anywhere. This craft over here, what are they doing over here?
You see, it's Stone Age, yeah, because they were using only stones. Those days, there wasn't any metal. That is why it's called Stone Age. They use stones for all their tools and everything. So he is demonstrating how he's making some of their tools. So he is the, how do you say it? The one who makes the nyamia kumas and the other things. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is this guy doing this?
I don't know. Maybe he's discussing with him. He's telling that some people are crazy or whatever. I don't know. So he's also sitting there.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the head of the families here. Okay. Mind you, all these are my own creations. Okay. That is what I think was. Yeah. I made researches to find out how the people looked like, and I realized that those days they had very small head and bigger hands and bigger feet, because they used their hands and their feet so much more than probably their head. Yeah. These days we use our head more than our feet. We are sitting at the offices, so our feet and hands are underdeveloping. They are becoming smaller and smaller, and instead our heads are becoming big. Yeah. So that is where you can see in the figures that they have smaller heads and bigger hands, and so proportionally. Yeah. So yeah. And at that time they were all naked.
Oh yes.
Yes, and it wasn't a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can see here snail shells. To demonstrate that snails were there. That is why you can have some snail shells. Yeah.
So the woman over there is feeding her child. Right?
Yeah. Yes. So they are all being worked on. Yeah. And this sitting there eating his bones and discussing with the parents or the friends.
Okay, so Daddy, where are these bones from?
I'm thinking that is a place, a sacred place for them. They are God, which was protecting them. So when they killed like a special animal or something like that, they wanted to leave something behind for remembrance. Yeah. And you can see some fruits. She's, you see, water. Her pimples from the face.
Oh.
Three people, they are trying to heat generates, and then so one will be blowing and one will be putting some other things on it to light it. Yeah. Yeah, so those days you need so many people to light just a common fire. Yeah. And there you can see some fruit. And also we can see some yeah, my name is Ben Ado from Abitifi, Stone Age Park. Yeah, I was born in Abitifi 62 years ago, and I schooled in Ghana up to teacher training level in Kopodia as a
Please, I wanted to know what inspired you to renovate the place.
In 1940, when one Thurston Shaw came to Abitifi, he was a British. He came to Abitifi and made some excavations and realized that this cave, Bosompra Cave, people used to stay there at that time. So he noted it in their books. He was an archaeologist. So he noted it that there were dwellings in Abitifi in a cave called Bosompra. But 1940, they couldn't date, so it wasn't easy for them to do that. And 2013, the University of Legon, of Ghana, Legon, the archaeology department people, they came to visit the cave again because they knew that nowadays it's possible to date when people were staying in the cave. So they came the second time, made the excavations, and that was the time I met them in the cave because the land in front of the cave belonged to my mother. So I had a contact with the head of department, Dr. Watson, and Dr. Watson disclosed it to me when they finished everything with their findings that 12,500 years ago, people were staying in the cave. So me hearing that and being an artist, I decided to work on it to depict the life at that time in the cave so that the whole world can one day come and have a look so that we can also, which can help us to trace our origin. So that is all about Stone Age Park. It is an open air museum in the cave, which depicts the life of 12,500 years ago. It's called Stone Age because at that time there wasn't any metal. They used stones as their tools. They carved knives from the stones. They used some to light fire. They used everything. It was only stones. So it was the stone era. That is why it's called the Stone Age. The cave, which belonged to my mother those days, I mean, belongs to my mother still. I realized that the place is a sacred place. It's a place where life had taken place before. So I'm saying that because when we were children, we used to go to farms. My parents would take, my parents were not staying in Abitifi, we were staying outside. So when they came to Abitifi those days, they will let laborers go and weed the place so that people will get to know that the land belongs to them. And these laborers will not weed like 20 square meters, something. They will find a python, big snake. These people, the laborers, they will make a peg the snake, the head on the ground, hit it. This snake will struggle, and at the end, it will die. These laborers will pull the snake and the python to us in the cave, because that is where our parents always allowed us to stay, because the place was so dangerous of snakes and animals. So these people will bring the python to us in the cave and divide it into pieces, put them into a basket. They will take some palm fronds, weave a basket there, and then carry and take it away. So for me, it was something I couldn't forget. Always, it was behind my mind that this place with these snakes and all that, something needs to be done. So when I traveled outside, it was always in my mind. And so I knew that I had to do something there. Washroom.
Okay.
And it's special. We built 6 of this.
Oh, wow.
For the community.
So please, we can take a picture of this.
Yeah. They are the sponsors.
Okay.
With them, I'm working with, and we built these 6 toilets.
Wow.
And this is one of them.
It's the way you're really doing well.
Yeah, we are trying. And this is a special one. I mean, if you come in, you can feel the temperature.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah, it's all worked on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all worked on. And you see, there is no smell.
There's no smell.
Yes, this is because of the way we constructed it. So you come in here.
Thank you very much.
So you see, when you come here, still there is no smell. We've been using the chimney system.
Okay.
You see, when heat always goes up and cold down. So the same system we're using here. So all the heat goes up, and of course it takes the scent and everything up. And so we have the 2 vents. So as it goes up, immediately it gets out of the vent. So the temperature is always cool, like now. You see, the temperature doesn't. This is some of the examples we can also use to build our houses. If we build them with this, we are going to have the temperature always cool inside. Yeah, and also the materials we use. This is aluminum board. This is aluminium, metal, and aluminium. So it doesn't take any scent, it doesn't absorb anything. So like if somebody spit even on it, you just need a lap to just clean it. You don't even need soap. And then it's clean. Wow. And because of you see, you can also mop easily through. Yeah, we made it in such a way that you can, because always the scent you feel when you get to these toilets are the corners. And so we try to avoid as much corners as possible. So we don't have them. And then we have also the outflow here. So we can wash the whole place, and then everything goes back. And as it goes back, it's collected in a system where we win gas, and then the water is filtered and comes back.
Wow.
Yes, because here we are on the highest habitable point, 630 meters above sea level. So we don't have much water here. So we try to make sure we have enough water for all the many people who will be coming here. Yeah. So that is how this place was constructed. Yeah. As you can see, we used beer crates. This is cola crates. Yes. So that we can always wash everything without the place being dirty.
That is environmental.
Oh, yes, that's spoiling.
This one, the first time.
Yeah. So we have a storeroom, and there we have a tap and water hose, so we can connect and wash the whole room and everything. Yeah, and it doesn't matter how much water we use because the water comes back. So we try to use to clean everything. Yes. So that is that. The same.
So our last love is the waterfall.
Yes. So outside we can also see the filter system. It's like an oven. We've built a very big oven down there.
Okay.
So when the one flashes, it comes in here. Yes. Okay. And we tap the gas from it. So we are tapping the gas. That is the balloon you see. Yes. So we can send it to our kitchen and use it to cook. And then from there, the water goes to the you see over the big chambers. So the water passes through all these chambers. Okay. So by the time it comes to the last one, we have charcoal inside.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the charcoal takes the scent and all the bacteria out. And then it passes through the gravel bed to get oxygen again. And then it's reserved in our water tanks. And then it's pumped back. The top, the gas, and that is where you can see the gas. And we can use to cook. So from here it goes to this first chamber, and then this one, and then it continues like that. And the last one we have charcoal inside. And then comes to the tanks and then it's pumped back. So that is our waterfalls. So that is also all the wastewater from the kitchen. With all the soaps, oils, and all the wastewater. Normally, this is the water you have in the gutters, which is very stinky and very bad. But because we wanted to recycle everything, we are doing green, we filtered it, the same system like we are doing here. So from when we are up, we can also show you how it works, how it starts and where it ends. Yeah. Yeah, so the Stone Age writings you see on the wall, we used broken bottles.
Broken bottles?
Yes, because we wanted to do something which is sustainable. Okay. Yeah, and also to recycle things. Okay. So we asked from club beer.
Oh, wow.
And so it's broken bottles from not club beer, but Guinness.
Guinness.
Yeah, from Ghana Guinness. They gave us the bottles. So they are all broken bottles, and the color never changes. It's always like that. And when the sun shines on it, it glitters also.
See. Yeah.
Gutter water.
Yes.
So imagine if we were to use this system all over
Ghana, like
Ghana, we will always have enough water.
Water for everyone.
Because all the water we just waste it.
Waste the water.
Yeah. You know that the whole place used to be a refuse dump.
No.
This is where the whole Christian quarters, they were throwing their refuse. Yeah, so before you could walk on top of the rocks because it was filled with refuse, but we carried everything away. We used a 22-wheeler truck to go in 22 times before we could clear the refuse from here. It was always stinking, always burning, and a whole lot of mosquitoes, flies, and of course this is where everybody was coming to toilet. The whole area was, I mean, when we were working here, still people were going to toilet here.